But he sat down and he rested for a while. I was back in 2014. By the end of 2015, we had given them the world with the so-called Constitution. So everybody was up on what was going to happen next. 2015. And now you got those in the so-called United States of America have a failure to relate. They don't have a clue what's going on. Let them tell it. They do know, but they're going to pretend not to know in order that they might be able to keep a majority of you on the plantation, because you're not going to ever leave the plantation. You just want to believe that in the plantation you're being taken care of better than you can take care of yourself. You just want to believe that. Yeah, I know. You got so used to living in you and the master's house, you would call it. You and the master's house. Your name ain't on the deed. Your name is not on nothing that the master got written with his name on. Your name ain't on that. Even if he gave you the last name Toby, and once upon a time that was one of his dog's names, you are not qualified to get any type of you got it. You're not going to get no permission to do nothing. So stop it. Stay on the plantation. Be quiet. You're okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it. We'll bring you some watermelon and some fried chicken. Just stay there. Stay with me. No, I'm not attacking you, and I don't want to embarrass you. I'm just giving you facts of the way you live it. Because you won't listen to reality and truth. So reality, you've been there now. Since your grandfathers were born. Because they had their land stolen. They were put in a position where they were made nothing more than prisoners on their own land. And you were born there. You was born in a prison. A plantation prison. You was born there. Yes, your grandmother and your grandfather was doing nothing more than had convalescence with the so-called business. But they were in prison. Stay with me. I'm just giving you facts. Don't get angry with me. I finally found out that gentleman's name. They called him Killer Mike. And right now, for some strange reason, they're bouncing with Killer Mike. The next minute, they're bouncing against Killer Mike. And Killer Mike is just bringing them some realities of truth, whereby the truth that he brings to them, they kind of miss the mark because of the way he brings it to them. And believe it or not, the majority of his would-be so-called supporters are females. And that's where all of the people can't recognize, or they don't realize that not every female, not every would-be so-called black female out there is looking to destroy the black male. That's not happening. Once upon a time, yeah, you got a bunch of would-be angry baby mamas out there. But you got to realize there's those other baby mamas that you want to call them that are baby mothers. And they realize, wait a minute. Now, they taking 100% of his check from him every would-be month, 100% of it. Why is it that I'm only getting 5% of it? Why is it that they got him incarcerated and they're still taking 100% of whatever they say that he's making, even in there, while going to work on the highway, picking up trash? He getting a check for at least $2,000. Why is it that I'm only getting like $20 of it, $200? What is that $200 for one child? That ain't no money. That's the way that I'm talking to you about the mothers, because mothers are better than baby mamas. They gonna tell you right now, girl, I spent $200 on my nails alone, and you think $200 they taking from him is gonna help me take care of me and my child? I don't think so. So you got a lot of mothers out there, single mothers, that has babies by men that see the system for what it really is, and they want it fixed too. If you're going to take 100% from him, give me the 99. You take the 1%. Or better yet, give me the 95%. You take the 5%. But don't take it from him, incarcerate him, and then all of a sudden, we supposed to be friends. But it don't work like that. I could have got that from him while he was out. I could have went down the corner and asked him for at least 50% of that money, and he would have gave it to me. Because he wouldn't have wanted for you to come down and to take him to jail. But now I done played the system with you. You done took him to jail. You getting 100%. You sending me by. You keeping 95. I'm telling you, you got a lot of baby mothers out there still. They're not baby mamas. They're baby mothers. It's a difference. Now, I educate you as well, United States of America. I know they don't like this, but I have to, because many of you are questioning being indexed. You're questioning identifying yourself. And at the same time, they're telling you that if you come to this point of being classified to be non-productive. That means that they can't find you anywhere on the record, can't find you anywhere in the record, can't find you anywhere on the books where you identify that. They're going to classify you as a non-productive. Right now, you got more migrants that has been identified than you got Americans that's already been living in America all their lives. You got more migrants, immigrants, that have been identified than you got the people that are already living in America right now. Why do you think they're so rushing now to have those migrants and those immigrants to be able to vote? Because they already done identified themselves. They identified themselves. They indexed themselves. And here you are, still have not yet indexed or identified yourself. You're non-productive. You are. About to be eliminated. I'm just telling you the truth. No offense, but I remember once upon a time that this guy by the name of Richard Pryor, he said, well, all the Vietnamese, they moved them on this side of the line now. And why? Because they have become the new niggas. Stay with me. I'm just helping you out. The system has developed them some new niggas. You're not them anymore. I know. I have to say this. Listen, sit down. Yeah, I know you're a white boy, but you're they new niggas. So be quiet. Donald Trump is one of their new niggas too. Sit down and be quiet, so you'll understand what I'm saying to you. Because see, some words kind of throw you off. Some words kind of send you out there to never land. Some words that are said, you think they're only for a certain would-be shade color person. It's for you too. Sit down. You are the new niggas. White, black, blue, green, purple, or brown. You new niggas. And not only that, you're those that are classified to be straight new niggas because you're not LGBTQ niggas. And there ain't nothing they can do with you or for you. Or do they even want to deal with you? So sit down and be quiet before you miss the whole would-be operation of what's going on. No. How do we fix this with you? How do we get you to reality? How? Do we wait until Easter when everyone's going to be watching The Wizard of Oz to put a message that's going to shoot through the Wizard of Oz and say, okay, this is the way it's going to be, people, from here on out. It's going to be just like what you just saw in the Oz, and we're all going to be walking down the yellow brick road. You get to pick up your brick on the way. That brick will be worth $10 billion. Stay with me. I'm only giving you an imagination that I know you don't really want to deal with right now. I know. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? That's exactly what they're doing to you right now. They're annoying you, but at the same time ignoring you. And you don't get it. We are moving. The global reset. We are the World Global Network Reset, Restoration Network family. We are 198 sovereign nations. These sovereign nations are already now taking back their right that I asked them for. They're taking it by force. They're not going to come begging for it. They're not going to come sign a document saying, okay, we're going to transfer this would be so-called authorization and we're going to transfer it from your hands. No, they're taking it by force. It's called war. Wars. That's what they're doing right now. They're fighting out in the Red Sea. That's the Dead Sea, not the Red Sea. They call it the Red Sea because that's what they deemed it to be in the Holy Scripture. But it's really called the Dead Sea. The Red Sea is the Dead Sea. You know why? They call it the Red Sea because of blood. They call it blood because when the blood drains out of that would be so-called individual's body, he's dead. That's why dead. That's why they call it the Red Sea, the Dead Sea. I know. I'm just giving you the interpretation. Benny Hinn's not going to do it. The Pope's not going to do it. John Hagee is not going to do it. No. Kenneth Copeland is sure not going to do it. No. George Myers is not going to do it. T.D. surely not going to do it. Not unless you catch him at the party. But anyway, another story. We'll leave that alone. Meantime, let's take a break.
Thank you, sir. Well, family, the indexing has become even easier. And again, I want to thank our beloved Sister Lindsay for all of her hard work that she has done. The new system is now up and running on the SOVCPR.com website. Not only do you have the capability to set up an account with a username and password, so if you're indexing your family and maybe down the road you get blessed with another little one, or you change your address information or phone number information, you can go back onto your account, update that information. But when you set up an account under this new system, you have the opportunity to fill out the application form and upload your documents, your birth certificate, your photo ID, and the last 4 digits of your social. Then it will send you to another page where you can pay your indexing fee with a credit card or a debit card. And once all of that is confirmed as having gone through, it now sends you to another page where you will be able to see where it is submitted, the information is submitted. And then once the staff approves it and it shows approved, it will click you to another page, the next page, where you will be able to hit print and download your indexing letter of confirmation. So all of it is now automated, family. It's simple, it's easy to follow, and the process moves much, much more quickly, especially on our end. So family, take the opportunity to get, now people that are already indexed, you do not need to go and set up an account. Your information is already in the system. And if you do need to update your phone number or address, all you need to do is just go ahead and shoot us an email with that updated information. But all new indexees that are coming in, go to that SOVCPR.com website and follow the instructions under Indexing tab at the top of the homepage. For those of you that are actually truly telling your friends and family about the indexing process, go to the homepage of that website because you have a tremendous amount of information there. You have an 18-minute audio link explaining how Dr. Henderson and the Global Network put everything together over the last 30-plus years. You also have a timeline of events document that has embedded document links as well, showing many of the documents that put everything together for the indexing process. So it's clear as a bell now, family. Everything is there for you to be able to do it very quickly and easily. In fact, there's so much information there that many people now they don't feel the need to contact us. They have all the need that or have all of the knowledge that they need and are going straight to the application page and getting their indexing process. So send us a report, family, every 24 hours letting us know who has been indexed. So the process is moving very smoothly and very quickly. So again, I thank everyone for taking the opportunity to avail yourself to the information and get your indexing done like yesterday. Because you can see the banks are already insolvent. They are already shut down. Everything is moving swiftly in the reset. And the last thing you want to be is unidentified and declared non-productive, where you will be destroyed. So with that, if you are ready, sir, I will go ahead and yield back to you.
I'm sure, Shiny. And when you said that to the people, I want to remind the people, the banks have been insolvent now for a long time. A long time. They didn't just get that way. By way of them doing what they classify now to be Bitcoin and all the other would be so-called cryptocurrencies. They have gone from using the thought of cryptocurrency. They came all the way from something that was known as derivatives. And derivatives was every currency that was on the planet. This is something that is hard to get the people to understand now. The other nations don't have that problem. America has a real major problem. And right now they're talking about the would-be so-called breakdown in the education system in the United States of America. America has long had an education system problem. Long time. For a long time. Back in the 1960s, America was having an educational breakdown system. And this isn't breakdown. America has a problem understanding adding and simple subtraction. They're having problems. They always have had. That was what got them into all this trouble to begin with. Right now, America has nothing more than a few would-be so-called, and we might call them that, open trust accounts based upon the law. They would call it the law, where they're trying to do nothing more than find some way to regulate Bitcoin. another would-be so-called derivative that don't have no support. It has nothing supporting it. No one can tell them where it came from, where it's coming from, or where it might come from. And everyone keeps saying, well, it would just be plain energy. It would be, what type of energy? Is it artificial energy or is this real energy? Is this organic energy? Where is this energy coming from? And many of them have failed to be able to explain where this energy is coming from. There have been those in the past that talked about green energy. Right now, they've been talking about green energy since 2000. 2000. Texas was one of the nations, and I did say nation, I didn't say state. Texas was one of the nations that first started out talking about green energy. They had companies all around. They had people going all around, had little would-be groups together. You know, you could join the group. You could become one of the would-be so-called many gangsters, gangster gamers that were part of this would-be so-called little bitty crew of people put together called Green Energy. They were looking for people to join the Green Energy project so they could teach people how to develop this energy. And this energy now is considered to be part of the so-called would-be Bitcoin era. But no one can tell you where this energy is going to come from. That is going to be from the sun, fire, smoke, water, wood, metal. They can't, I know, those are the elements in which China and Japan kind of reference to the wind and all those things in which America use. They use metal, iron, yes, wood. That is the 5 same elements of the earth in which America be calling nothing more than wind, water, and fire. I know a lot of you don't know how that works. And it would take a real good day to be able to really educate you on it and show you how it's really set up, that you might be able to get a would-be small mind of information whereby you will be able to reference it. There's those of you that can catch on. Some of you already know because you already studied it. You already know what the 5 elements, and we might say, and it would be so-called same manner of using Chinese or Japanese. You know the evaluation on it. You know there's an evaluation rate on every coin on the planet. Exchange rate, they call it. And the exchange rate is nothing more than, say, using what was known then as I know everybody, I'm going to go ahead and say that one, dinars. Because everyone knows that one, dinars. The dinar was one of those exchange rates whereby they had to find some way to see how did it equate to the dollar. What was its value to the dollar? And that's what they're doing with the Bitcoin right now. They want to see how does the Bitcoin, what's its exchange rate? How does it equate to the dollar? That it might be given value. That's why they now are talking every now and then about, well, maybe it could be worth $2 billion or $10 billion or possibly even get up to the point of being $1 trillion because they can't find a true exchange rate. And the reason being because it's a derivative. It has nothing supporting it. No iron, no wood, no metal, no wind, no rain, no fire. They got nothing supporting it. Nothing. And a lot of people are doing nothing more than they find themselves investing in it. To no avail, many of them will be sitting somewhere broke, even for having any type of line of credit. And all of them that don't find themselves in jail for money laundering or money fraud, they will be out there still looking for some chance of some other would-be currency that they might be able to try to bring in order to get some would-be so-called credit for it. Now, I'm educating those of you that make these I would say, calls in. Some of you are making a sacrifice because your carrier charges you to call in on these calls. We do know that these calls are 100 calls free. After the 100 caller, then, they start charging. And some carriers start charging you as soon as you call in. So you have to make sure you have a good carrier. And AT&T, for the matter of fact, has been crediting me all week because I was screaming on the phone a couple of days ago because somebody shut me off. I don't believe it was AT&T, but they were the first to send me an apology letter and tell me that they were going to credit me for my downtime. But I was screaming. If I got into downtime, it wasn't no more than about 5 minutes. I know they're listening now, so they more than likely won't send me no more credit than for 5 minutes, but I'm okay with that. Don't bother me anyway. Because I need everyone on the planet to know that what's going on right now is part of an overall reset, global reset for the sovereignty of mankind. The sovereignty is the breath of life. The breath of life comes from the only God of the universe, whether they call him Yah, whether they want to call him Jesus the Christ, whether they want to call him Hare Krishna, whether they want to call him Buddha, whether they want to call him by any other name that you may have heard or that you may have saw someone trying to gesture. It doesn't matter. There's only one God of this universe. He is the creator of sovereignty. And sovereignty, again, is the breath of life. No man gave it. No man can take it. They can mess it up real good, but they can't do anything to change it or to fix it. Nothing. And right now, we're living in a world whereby the changes are coming so fast. And so, believe it or not, you got a lot of people out there that's hurting. They're hurting because they understand the significance of what's going on, and they want everyone else. They're trying to inform you. I'm talking about the other nations. The other nations are trying to tell you, look, I don't know if you understand exactly what your nation is bringing to you, but right now they have already promised us. They have already did a promissory note. They have already signed on with us that as soon as we get this done, they're going to eliminate over 300 million of you just so they can incorporate our numbers into you, whereby they won't be able to worry about having to have any would-be lack, and there would be so-called lifestyle. They will have no lack. No, there will be no missing in no part of their lifestyle. It's not going to happen. They will be able to hit and miss. That means that they will not even know that you are gone. They're just going to fill someone else with your slot. And right now, your White House and government is in the process of eliminating a lot of people based upon what they keep classifying as some voting so-called standard. Voting standard. Do you understand that they have changed your voting districts for a reason? If you check those voting districts that they have changed, you will find out that the majority of those districts now does nothing more than house what they classify to be migrants, immigrants. They're houses. They staying there for free. You know why? Because their numbers are going to be filling the numbers in which you are going to be lacking of. They're going to subtract your number, and they're going to add their number, which means that that number will not look no different than what it looked the day before, just that your name will no longer be there because their name will be there. I'm not wanting to put anybody in any frenzy. I don't want you to start dying of heart attacks. I don't want you to put yourself in a position where you start suffering from high blood pressure. I do not want you to find yourself having to deal with diabetes or any of that. Some of you already are. And I would tell you straight out that, yes, I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. I know. And it's rough. But this is part of the situation where a lot of you obtain those things too from worry. You're worried because of what's going on. You're worried about where you're going to be able to put the house or put the dog or the children. Will they be able to finish school? Will you have to move out? Well, some of you are being already kicked out, eliminated from your area. I know. And it's going to get worse. Some of you that are going through it now, well, it's going to get better for you. It's going to kick in real quick, and you're going to be like, okay, I don't know how I missed that, but yeah. But some of you, you're going to have to go through it because you're the one that's trying to quickly escape it when you need to embrace it. You need to embrace it. The ones that are showing them fear, as the scientists would say, animals can smell fear. Now, here's the catch they don't tell you, that the human, us, we are an animal. We are a human animal. And they also can smell fear. Smell fear. We can smell fear. And when they smell your fear, they're going to attack. They're going to attack because they smell your fear. In other words, I'm saying a lot of you need to embrace each other, work together, realize this is real. Recognize your brothers, your friends, those that are working with you. Recognize them. You guys that are working together, stop cheating each other. Stop manipulating each other. Don't do it. Because that's what the system is set up for. It's set up that you might destroy one another, that they don't have to be held accountable. Because they can always blame you. No, I didn't do it to you, your cousin. No, I didn't do it to daddy. No, I didn't do it to mom. No, it was your sister that did it. Don't blame me. And that's what it's been set up to do. You got to be wiser. Wiser. as the dove, but wiser as the serpent. You got to be. Because it's that time. We are the World Global Reset, Restoration Network family. We are 198 sovereign nations. These sovereign nations makes up of more than 9 billion people plus. We are moving closely into a number of 10 billion people by 2025 by your count. We call it 1025. The reason we do that, because we understand we're in a whole new millennium right now. We are. We are 24 cycles, 24 millennium away out of what would have been classified as 2,000 years ago. And we're just man. We're just modern man. Forget all the Neanderthals and all the so-called would be Homo sapiens and all those other things they're claiming that we are part of. And we all slept with those that would have been of the monkeys and all that sounds good at the end of the day. One might say in my neighborhood, it don't make sense. It definitely ain't going to make you no dollar. We got to go. We got to go to work. I looked outside my window. It's got dark out there. I know. Some of the things we say just keeps you wondering. But you're doing the best you can. For those that are, you're going to be fine. It's all about to work itself out. I know it's been a long ride. I know that you're looking for it to happen like yesterday and the day before and the day before. Some of you say, I've been waiting for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years now. I've been waiting. I'm tired. I can't do this no more. But let me tell you something. Don't give up now. I'm still sitting here looking out the window right now. I see that candle burning and it's sitting on my desk. The little desk. The little man sitting there with his thumbs up, both thumbs, saying, hey, tell them don't worry about it. They don't do it now, they'll do it later. They don't do it down here, they'll do it up there, but they're going to do it. And I say, let's do it, do it, do it, do it till they're satisfied. We're going to be okay. Let me go ahead and do this now. I'm going to put you to sleep because I looked outside my window for you and it's dark. You've already earned this night. You're worthy of this night. My Father said you are. Yeah. And thereby, we're going to let you get your rest because there's a lot coming your way, but you're going to be fine. We got your back. I got night shift. Stop it. I do. I got night shift. And as long as this candle is burning tonight, I'm going to give you a little bit more of my time. You get your rest. We're going to be fine. Peace and love. And nightfall.